Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Don't blame me, Dad. You brought this on yourself.
I'd like you to apologise to Zoe first thing in the morning.
Like hell I will.
This may come as a surprise to you, but that wasn't a request. This is still my house.
That doesn't exclude me from having an opinion. I've got eyes, you know, and what I see is a man making an absolute fool of himself.
Watch it, Paul.
Well, you are. You're a stupid old fool.
Daddy, no!
I think I should leave.
If you think that's best.
No, Paul, no. You don't really want him to leave, do you, Daddy?
Yes, I do. Try to understand, sweetheart.
I think it's best if I do
What
go.
on earth is going on?
Daddy hit Paul and now Paul's gonna leave.
Jim,
And it's Easter too.
I'm gonna pack my bags.
What on earth has happened?
Yeah, Dad, what's all this about?
What Lucy said is true.
Dad, you're going a bit over the top. Call him back. Tell him you want him to stay.
I'm getting a bit tired of people who can't seem to mind their own business.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Zoe. About Zoe and me. About the fact that I will see whomever I like, whenever I like, without having to ask your opinion, Paul's opinion, or anyone else's opinion.
Aren't you overreacting just...
No, I'm not. I've had enough. Ever since he moved back into this house, he's been a right pain in the neck. I know he's had problems. I understand that. I've tried to help. Heaven knows I've been understanding. But when he tries to interfere in my private life, that's where I draw the line. I'm going to see Zoe. He's still pretty upset.
Thanks for showing me where that case was, Lucy.
Don't go, Paul.
Hey, come on, don't get all miserable on me. It's about time I left home anyway. I'm a big boy now, you know.
But fighting with Dad?
Listen to me. Look, just because people fight, that doesn't mean that they don't care about each other. Well, look at Max and Danny. I mean, if they went for a day without an argument, we'd wonder what was wrong, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but Max never hits Danny. Never. I'm gonna make Dad ask you to stay.
Look, it's best you keep out of it, Luce. You don't really understand what's going on between us.
I'm just a little kid, aren't I? Who doesn't understand anything.
It's not what I'm saying.
But I know a lot more than you think, Paul. We're all the family you've got after what Terry did to you. And now Dad's doing the same thing.
Well, Zoe's still pretty upset. She's having a lie down.
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty important that I talk to her.
Yeah, sure. I'll just get it for you. Make yourself at home, mate.
Paul's decided to leave home.
Paul's decided?
We both decided.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, Jim, but I think you're making a big mistake.
This is all my fault. I'm breaking up your family, aren't I?
Zoe, the one thing you have to realise is that this has got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with you. Apart from the fact that you're a woman, and that's not something to be ashamed of. What I mean is, it wouldn't make any difference who it was. Any woman I tried to see would get the same reaction. They don't want me to have a life of my own.
Excuse me, I think I'll go and watch television with Andrew and the little boy.
Was it really bad?
Pretty bad. I hit him.
Oh, Jim, I can't cope with this. I can't help feeling responsible. You're always taking my side and it's putting you against your family. I mean, it's forcing us even closer together. Are we getting in too deep too soon? I don't know.
I don't need to be forced to get close to you, Zoe. It would be happening, no matter what anybody said or did. I'm sorry about Paul, I really am. But I know how I feel about you. And I don't want anyone to spoil that for us.
I better be off then.
Would you like a hot drink before you go?
Grand.
Oh, this is such a shame, Paul. But you have brought it on yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose I'm better off out of here anyway.
Where are you going to stay?
No, I booked a room at Lassiter's.
What's that going to prove? Throwing money away on a fancy hotel?
Don't go, Paul. I don't want you to go.
Come on, I have to go.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry to see you go. Still reckon Dad's in the wrong.
Yes, Paul. Good luck.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry to see you go too, but I don't think any of us have the right to undermine your father's authority.
See you, Gran.
Take care.
Hey, come on. I'm going to South America. You're going to be here so often you'll get sick of me. Going to have someone to help me paint the town red. See ya.
I hate Daddy. I hate him.
It's very nice.
Well, sir, you pay for the best. That's what you get.
It's good. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Well, there you go.
Very much obliged to you, sir.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I wish I could talk to my family as easily as I can talk to you.
Why, thank you, sir.
No, I mean it. You really are a very good listener.
Well, there's one thing that's bothering me.
What's that?
Oh, no, it's okay.
What, Zoe?
Well, Paul, he might try to give me a hard timer. He could make it difficult for me at work. He might even give me the sack.
If anything unfair happens with Paul, and I mean anything at all, I want to know about it immediately.
You'll be okay, really. I can handle it. Oh, it's all a bit strange, really. Caused this much trouble. We haven't been going out together all that long, have we?
No, and I suppose we have, but then I don't see what difference that makes. You want our relationship to continue, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do, but... Well, sometimes I don't even know quite what our relationship is.
Neither do I. And I don't want to put any limitations on it, or for either of us to make any commitments that we're not ready to make. But I do know I want it to continue. You want a cup of coffee?
I would love one. Jim.
Yeah?
Why don't you ask Paul to come back home?
I will. I will. But not until he wakes up to himself and realizes that there are other people on this earth with feelings as well, and with their own lives to lead.
Yeah, I know, but Dad hit Paul.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have.
Oh, don't blame your father, Lucy. And Scott, you're not doing much to help matters. A valuable lesson that you two could start learning right now is to allow other people their own point of view. Let them make their own decisions, regardless of whether or not you agree with them. Look, your father's still the same man he's always been. He still loves you the same way he always has. But there's someone else in his life now, and you have to make room for her.
I don't care what you say, Grandma. I know that you know Daddy shouldn't be going out with Zoe. I also know you know Daddy shouldn't have hit Paul. I'm going to bed.
Poor Nicky. Bet you didn't know what you were letting yourself in for.
And I always thought this was such a nice, quiet family.
The only good thing to come out of all of this has been the support you've given me. You really have been terrific.
Oh, I wish there was no reason for me to have been terrific.
Well, don't worry. It'll all work out fine.
Yeah.
See you.
Good night.
Andrew's putting Bradley to bed. I didn't interrupt anything.
No.
Zoe, I'm probably sticking my nose in where it's not welcome. But here goes. Now, the Robinsons have always been a close-knit family, probably the closest that I know of. I think that's why Paul is criticising you and Jim. I'm sure he's only doing it for the family and for the happiness of everybody in it.
Yeah, but there's the way...
I know the way he went about it wasn't too crash hot, but I mean, well, he might have a point.
What point?
Zoe, do you really understand what you're letting yourself in for? I mean, a lot of people are going to be hurt along the way.
I really don't think you qualify as an expert on romance, do you?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just worried about Paul, that's all.
I wouldn't worry about Paul.
But Fuller's been...
Where does Prince Charles go when he wants to get away from home?
3.
Yeah, room service? Yeah. It's Paul Robinson, room 22 here. Can I order some room service? Yeah, I'll have a steak sandwich and some more beer, thanks. Oh, actually, hang on, are you there? Yeah, I'll change that. I'll cancel that last bit. Instead, can I have a lobster salad and a chocolate mousse? I'll have some of those after dinner mints too, thanks. And a bottle of Great Western too. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that.
Paul has a room at Lassiter's. Probably paying a lot more than he can afford.
A whole lot more, silly fool.
Jim, why don't
Helen, I am not going to ask Paul to come back home. I've already made that clear to Zoe. Who else do I have to tell?
Well, you don't have to ask him to come back home. But you could try and patch things up a little.
Well, that's up to him. I'm sorry that it's gone this far, but at least it's made me aware of my feelings for Zoe, and that's something I'm very grateful for.
Yes, but hand in hand with all that, there's this upset of the family.
Well, I'm getting just a little bit tired of the family. It was the family that destroyed any chance I had of happiness with Anna. I'm not going to let that happen again. Hello, Scott. I think it's time I went and had a talk to Lucy.
I think you'd better leave her alone.
Oh, you think so, do you?
Yeah, I do. She's asleep anyway, and even if she wasn't, I don't think she'd want to talk to you.
I seem to be very popular around here tonight. How about Nikki? Is she another one who thinks I'm the next best thing to Ivan the Terrible?
No, far from it, I suspect. She's gone to bed too. I think she found this evening's events a little disturbing.
Tell me about it.
Jim, can I just say that I think you're going to have to handle this relationship very carefully. Not just because of the family, but for Zoe's sake as well.
I seem to be getting nothing but advice tonight. All right, Helen, what do you really think about Zoe and me?
Well, I admit I'm not 100% behind it, but that doesn't matter. What's important is, what do you want?
I want the relationship to work.
Are you absolutely sure?
I couldn't be surer.
Morning. If you're looking for a drink, you're shy a couple of hours.
No, just admiring the view. Good thing, too. Man goes looking for alcohol this hour of the morning, gonna end up in all sorts of bother. I like a rum myself, but never before sundown. Been a rule of mine for nigh on 40 years.
What do you work around here, do you?
Yeah, you could say that. You new around here?
Oh, I'm from Ramsay Street. Been away a fair bit. Listen, I couldn't get myself a cup of coffee, could I?
No, but I could. Sit yourself down. Go on, sit down. I'll only be a tick. Yes.
Hey, Paul. You okay?
You know all about it, then, eh? Who else knows?
Well, it hasn't made the evening news, but give it time.
Great.
Is there anything I can do, Mum?
No, I'm fine. It's probably the best thing I did, actually.
Do you think you can afford to live in a place like this?
There you go. Black. Didn't have any sugar. It's not real coffee, but it should do the trick. I know you, don't I? You're the bloke that sits on my savings for me.
How you going, Jack?
How's the money business, eh?
Oh, it'd be better if it was all mine.
That'll be right.
This is Jack Lassiter. He owns this place. And this is Paul. He's one of your guests.
No, you said you lived at Ramsay Street.
Oh, I do. I mean, I did. I moved in here last night.
Oh, you must have more money than sense. They charge like wounded bulls.
Yeah, well, you're the one who's doing the charging.
No, not me, mate. Nah, some other blood just sets the tariff. I just stick the money in your bank.
Seriously, Jack, tell Paul how you got this place started.
Oh, well, I suppose the pub's my main interest, really. Yeah. It's a pretty fair replica of the one I used to run, about 20 years ago when I was prospecting. The rest of the spread, well, it's just sort of an investment. Yeah, I really struck it big over in WA about 10 years ago. Really put me on Easy Street. Ah, they were good years. None better.
You must have really liked the outback life, then?
That I did.
Well, why'd you give it up?
Why'd I give it up? Why does any man get his life tied in knots?
A woman.
A woman.
Here we go.
Morning, Lucy.
I don't feel like having any breakfast this morning.
Don't be silly. Have some cereal.
What's that round your mouth? Chocolate. It is chocolate, isn't it? That's why you don't want any breakfast. You've been eating Easter eggs.
What are you going to do? Hit me as well? I'm going to go and get dressed.
Lucy's being very silly about all this.
Mind your own business, Nikki. Well, what would you know? I mean, it's my father that's running around making a fool of himself.
Scott, that's enough. I'm not taking any more. Scott? Just listen to me, right? Hear me out, will you? You are one of the people that mean most in the world to me, and right now I need your help. I need your understanding. We've always been honest with each other in the past, haven't we? Well, it's a start. You don't know how much I wish I wasn't fighting with Paul. And I'm not going to take any more criticism about Zoe and me. You know how difficult it's been since you came home.
Yeah, but... Well, I can understand how he feels about you and Zoe. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing for us. You're taking out a woman who's not much older than I am.
I'm sorry it embarrasses you, Scott, and believe it or not, I can understand why it does. But I'm not going to let that determine who I do or do not see. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, you might have to learn to live with it. Give it a try.
Ta-da! What do you reckon?
That's okay. Bit pokey, isn't it?
Pokey? Well, look at this. Dial whatever you want, and it's brought up to your room anytime you want.
What, hot and cold running women, eh?
Yeah, well, they're not on the menu, but who knows, eh? Look, the place is air-conditioned. I got my own ensuite bathroom around here, and wait for it. Piece de resistance. Fully stocked bar.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, so why don't we do something today? Come on, you can use some time off.
Sorry, mate, I'm flat out.
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe another time.
Sure. Anyway, I'll see you later. Take care of yourself, mate.
Okay, man. See you then.
I'll get it.
Hello, Lucy. Is your dad in?
No, he isn't.
Lucy, can't we be friends?
Who'd want to be friends with you?
Lucy, why are you being like this?
Because we all hate you. We hate what you're doing to Daddy. So why don't you just go away and leave us alone?
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
I'll get it.
Hello, Lucy. Is your dad in?
No, he isn't.
Lucy, can't we be friends?
Who'd want to be friends with you?
Lucy, why are you being like this?
Because we all hate you. We hate what you're doing to Daddy. So why don't you just go away and leave us alone?
Who is at the door?
Nobody. I'm going out.
Just a minute, young lady. Who are you talking to? Not Bradley Townsend, was it? Lucy, what have I told you? I don't want you hanging around with him. He's a bad influence.
So she made you and Paul fight, didn't she?
What, you mean Zoe? Was that her at the door?
So what? She won't be coming back here?
Oops, watch it.
Lucy, what have you done?
Nothing.
Come on, out with it.
All right. I told her we didn't want to be friends with her anymore. None of us. And I told her to go away and leave us alone. And I told her you weren't home. So there.
Oh, Lucy.
And don't look at me, she's your daughter.
I'll be back in a minute.
Sure you're going the right way? In my opinion, that little girl out there needs you far more at the moment than Zoe does.
Well, it won't do her any harm to think about it for a while. There's no excuse for behaving like that. What am I supposed to do? Sit around till my hair turns grey waiting for them all to grow up and leave home so I can kick up my heels for a while?
Well, grey hair or not, it isn't easy for us to adjust to Jim Robinson being a man about town. And it's especially hard when you're only a little girl and he's your dad.
All right, I suppose you're right. I don't know what's worse, kids or mothers-in-law. Lucy! There you are. Come on, Rabbit. It's not that bad. It's Easter. No school, no work. We should be having fun, not moping around the place. Thought we might go to the movies later.
Who with?
Oh, I don't know. Anyone who wants to go?
Is she coming?
Who?
Her. Is she coming?
Look, Lucy, I know it's hard for you to understand. But you're not being fair to me or to Zoe. You used to like her.
That was before.
Before what? Come on, darling, make a bit of an effort. Help Zoe feel like one of the family.
What for? You've already got plenty of family.
There's always room for one more, darling.
There's Nikki. Nikki's one more.
Well, what about your poor old dad? Can't he have a friend?
You've got plenty of friends.
I mean, a special friend.
You've got Mr. Ramsay. You always said he was your best friend.
Well, your dad's not getting any younger. And what happens when you and Scott grow up and leave home? I'll be left here all on my own, won't I? We don't want that, do we? So we have to do something about it. But that doesn't change how we feel about each other. And we still love each other. Nothing can change that, can it? So what's so wrong with your dad having a special friend? Someone who makes him happy. Someone who likes him best of all. You'll understand when you get older, darling.
No, I won't. Not even when I'm 100. She's messed up this family and you don't even care.
Hey, hold still a minute. I want to talk to you.
I'm just trying to get everything done that I don't get time to do when I'm working. Here, hold this.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you clean the dishes off the bench?
Yeah, well, if you give me another set of hands, I could juggle oranges at the same time.
I'm sorry. Now, what was it you wanted to talk about?
I can't remember now.
Oh, I'll just have to wait till later, won't it?
Well, it's the trouble. There never is a lady with you and me both working the hours that we do. It's going to be the weirdest marriage in record, Daphne. I mean, we'll be passing each other hall going, excuse me, I don't know you from somewhere.
I'll have to phone up home, James, and make a booking once in a while. Then we can drive round and round the block and talk.
You can't do this while you're driving.
Anyone home?
In here.
Oh, I'm interrupting.
Yes.
No, sorry.
I'll go.
No, it's all right. I'll let you two get on with your girl talk. See you later. Man's work's never done. Slave to the women.
Tea, coffee?
Yeah, thanks, I'll get it.
And what's up with you?
Nothing really.
The end of the world or something unimportant like that, huh?
Because you don't approve of my relationship with Jim.
It's got nothing to do with approving.
You don't think it's right, though, do you? Why? What's wrong with it? We love each other.
So you're such a romantic. Happily ever after, is that how it's all going to end?
Not with Lucy, that's for sure. I'm the Wicked Witch, according to her. Everything that goes wrong in the family is my fault. She hates me.
Can you blame her? In her eyes, you're taking her father away from her.
I am not.
Wouldn't you do the same if it was you?
I can't help it. I love him. He loves me.
You've chosen to love him. Have you ever wondered about why?
I don't know. Why does anyone fall in love? It just happens.
There's always a reason. Look at it like this. When you were growing up, you tried very hard to prove to your parents that you were good enough because you thought you weren't. And then some guy comes along and he makes you feel just great, but he just happens to be old enough to be your father.
Oh, it's not like that. We love each other, that's all.
And what happens when it's all finished, when it's time to move on?
That won't happen.
And what if it does? What about the family? All the upheaval to get used to, they might even be fond of you.
You can talk.
We're talking about you, Zoe. Stop changing the subject. Just try and think of Jim's family for a bit, will you?
Look, I don't like him much either, Lucy, but you shouldn't try and stop him like you did last time. It's not fair.
You don't want him marrying Zoe, do you?
I don't know.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. So what if your father wants a girlfriend?
Hey, they're Paul's. Put them back.
Yeah, what are you doing with these things?
Listen to you two. Paul. It seems all you have to do is move out of home and then suddenly you're the centre of attention. Well, I think that you care more about him now that he's gone than when he lived here.
It's not Paul's fault. I mean, how would you feel if you got married and it all went bust, hey?
I wouldn't be dumb enough to get married in the first place.
Oh, well, no one would want to marry you anyway, Nikki.
I'll grow up, the both of you.
I'm just as grown up as you are, and I'll prove it.
Cut it out, Luce.
I'll show you.
It's you. How are you?
Fine, I was going to ask you the same thing.
I'm fine. Shouldn't I be?
Well, I understand you had a bit of a run-in with my youngest.
Oh, did she tell you?
With a little persuasion.
Well, I hope you didn't get too angry with her.
Of course I did, treating you like that.
Well, she was upset. I would be too if someone was trying to steal my father away.
I'll bet you would. But she should apologise, and I'll make sure she does. Hey, what's wrong? You're not taking this to heart, are you?
No. I was just wondering what it's like to be a kid. Do you think we ever really grow up, or do we just keep doing the same things over and over again?
Oh, you and Lucy, so much the same. Such deep and meaningful questions so early in the morning. It's too much for a man to take, you know. I'll take all of that I can get. So, What were you coming to see me about before you were waylaid by Lucy?
Oh, nothing really. Just wanted to see if you'd like to go for a walk later.
I'd love to.
Well, if it's going to cause any trouble.
Not a problem. Now come round.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
It's a bit of a loose end, eh?
Yeah, sort of.
Tell you what. I was just going to put on a nose bag. What do you reckon? Fancy a bit of tucker yourself?
Oh, lunch, you mean? Yeah, that'd be great.
As soon as I put these things away.
Oh, I'll meet you inside.
Hey, wrong way.
What's this?
Home sweet home. It's where I live.
What, you live there when you could be living inside?
Well, you live there when you could be living with your folks, so who's crazy?
You can't leave it hanging like this.
It's up to Paul. He's been impossible for months. I don't see why I should keep putting myself out for him.
Well, some people take longer to get over things than others.
I've had enough of his surly moods.
Yes, I must admit they are a bit hard to take. I just wish at least you'd talk to him.
Not until he says, I'm sorry. I'll have a beer. It is a holiday, after all.
Yes, well, I think I'd rather have a few minutes peace and quiet.
Hi, mate. Oats for a beer.
Oh, Max Ramsay, I reckon you can smell it a mile away.
Oh, you beauty, mate.
Yes, well, I'll leave you two boys to it. Jim, keep an eye on the soup, will you, please?
Yeah, rightio.
So, another one's flying the coop, are you?
Hey?
Paul. In the blue ditches.
How did you hear about it?
The walls have ears, mate. And Shane's mouth. You're playing with fire, you are, mate. Oh, mate. No wonder he's itching for a fight. I mean, you know, can't have the old man all in on his territory, you know?
What do you mean his territory?
Well, you've got to admit she's more his age than yours. Still, half your luck, mate, half your luck. I wouldn't mind having one young enough to be me daughter, eh?
Come on, she's very mature for her age, and she's got a lot of understanding.
And a great body.
What, are you trying to get yourself thrown out?
Just jealous, mate, just jealous. It's the truth, I wouldn't mind a fling myself. Speaking of that, what's burning?
Oh, the soup.
Oh, you'll be in trouble, mate. Here, give these steaks a couple of turns, will you, while I get the snags?
Okay. And Jack, I was just wondering, you're no relation to the famous Lassiter, eh? You know, the one that found the seam of gold?
You kids, you can't even spell. He spelled his name with an E, not an I.
Oh, I was just wondering if that's where you got your money to buy this place. You know, the secret fortune passed down from generation to generation.
Come off it. I worked damn hard to make this far. Although I'm not above using their name, you know, to give the tourists a thrill. It's very, very good for business. Now, you look after these sausages, will you? I'm going to go and get a cup of myself.
It's just like the real thing, isn't it? You know, being out in the bush.
Gotta be, Jay. Eh? Stuck out the back of this joint.
If you don't like it, why'd you build it?
It's a long story. Haddy wanted it. When she and I first got married, I made a promise to her that if ever I got rich, I would buy her a palace where she could play the great lady. Did she ever do that? You should have seen her dressed up to the nines, swanning around the place, hobnobbing with all the big names. But she'd waited a long time for that. You see, she was just a bushies kid I met when I first went out prospecting. She stuck by me through thick and thin. She deserved it. And she up and died of me 12 months ago.
Yeah, you were lucky to have a good marriage.
Yeah, they don't all work out that way, do they?
No, they don't.
Hey, those steaks nearly done. Give us a look. Yeah. Look at the plate.
If you don't like it so much, why'd you go back to the bush?
Eh?
Why don't you go back to the bush?
What do you mean? This heap of rubble here? That's what's keeping me here.
You could always sell the complex.
You want to buy it?
Oh, maybe. I mean, my company's always on the lookout for a good investment. Hey, I may not look like a successful businessman, but nor you.
Get that in here.
Thanks.
Well, if you ask me, I think it's the best thing that could have happened to either of you.
You really think so? Wish everyone did.
This street is full of gossips and troublemakers. Don't take any notice of them.
Oh, it's not just that. It's the family and Paul and the kids.
The kids, of course they don't understand. They're too young. You have to learn to make the decisions for them. You've got to ignore what everybody else thinks. It's your own happiness that counts.
Oh, hello, Lizzie. Come in.
Hi.
Lizzie, about this morning. Well, it's not just that. It's the whole thing with me and your dad and the way you feel.
Don't worry about it. I've worked it all out. Is Bradley home?
You came to see Bradley?
Yeah.
Your father didn't send you to see me?
No. Should he have? I came to see Bradley.
But you're not supposed to.
It's all right, Lucy. He's in his room.
Thanks.
Zoe, you'll have to get her on side if you want to marry her father.
We are not getting married.
And why not? Best thing for everybody. Look at Bradley. He's settled in just fine since we've moved in here.
You just want me to get married to Jim to get me out of the way so you can take over, don't you?
Zoe, come on.
Scott! I'm trying to work. Turn it down a bit, please, Scott.
I'm just trying to listen to a few records.
I've got to get this finished to complete my last science assessment or I don't get a pass. It's important, Scott.
Well, why don't you go work in the kitchen or something?
It'll be just as loud in there.
Work in your room.
Lucy's in there. I'm Helen.
I'm not licensed to referee fights. You two sort it out and fast. I want to get on with my painting.
If only this house was a bit bigger, then I wouldn't be in the way so much. Lucy could have her room to herself and Scott could make all the noise he wanted to.
It's not noise, it's music.
If only there was a spare room.
There's no rush to reorganize the house.
It's not even your place anyway.
Come on. All settle down. We'll wait and see what happens. Well, we'll wait and see what happens.
Still at it.
Huh? How's the coffee shop books looking? In the red or in the black?
Just about breaking even. We might be able to afford to get married after all.
Hang on, he wears the pants around here. It's my job to worry about money.
That's what I love about you, Shane. So what are we going to do tonight?
You mean I actually get you to myself for a while?
Aren't you lucky? No, get away, you filthy.
Hey, speaking of marriage, what do you reckon the odds are on Jim and Zoe?
Getting married? Oh, come off it. It's not that serious.
Oh, I don't know. Jim's pretty keen. Well, he would have got married to Anna if Lucy and Julie hadn't kicked up such a fuss. Still, he's asking for trouble if he gets tied up with Zoe.
Why? What's wrong with Zoe?
Nothing if you're like a con artist and a pickpocket. Don't forget, she stole my wallet the first time I met her.
Well, she's different now.
How?
Well, we can all change. Besides, she had her reasons. She was trying to get the attention she didn't get when she was young.
When did you take up psychology?
And I started to try and understand you.
Anyway, she certainly knows how to get attention. She's got Paul and Jim fighting over her now.
It wasn't her fault.
Still, it's about time Paul moved out anyway. He's a big boy now.
He'll be back. He needs his family.
Oh, I don't know. He's pretty stubborn. He likes things his own way. So does Zoe. Hey, that's a thought. Paul and Zoe.
Oh, Shane.
Perfect couple. Like us.
Paul, am I interrupting?
How does it look like? Not doing anything.
I know it's my fault you're here and I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to happen.
Yeah, well, gives me time to think, see things a little more clearly.
Well, I'm sorry. That's all I came to say. And to ask you if you want me to leave the job.
What for?
Oh, Paul, you're not making this any easier for me. You know what I'm trying to say. Can we go on working together if I'm going out with your father?
Don't mix your personal life with business. That's what I keep saying to you.
Okay, well, do you want me to stay or do you want me to go then?
It's up to you. Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're a very efficient secretary.
Well, there are other people better than me.
Do you want to go?
Do you want me to go?
No.
Okay. We'll leave things the way they are then.
Okay. Sorry. This thing between you and my father, is it serious?
What do you mean, serious?
Well, is it true romance and all that sort of stuff?
Do I love him?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
That's all I wanted to hear.
I've caused enough trouble in your family, Paul. I won't do anything to make it worse.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Nikki, will you go and tell Lucy dinner's ready, please?
Hope she doesn't bite my head off.
How are things going, Scott?
I've got it wrong. How many are there?
Can't you count?
Yeah, there's you and Dad, Nikki, Lucy and me. Paul. I was counting Paul.
I think perhaps it's time one of us went across to Lassiter's to see how Paul's getting on.
Yeah, well, I'll go across. You know, just check the place out.
Yeah, good idea. Got to keep in touch. Well, do we have the pleasure of Lucy's company tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah. What did she say?
Well, she wasn't there.
What do you mean she wasn't there? Oh, no, don't tell me she's gone off somewhere on her own in a huff. If she's gone down that park again, I'll be very angry.
She's probably with one of the neighbours. Now, why don't you two go and try and find her?
Oh, why do I have to go looking for her? I'm hungry.
It won't take long. Go on.
I bet you I know where she is. Probably playing with Bradley or something.
Yeah, well, if she is, I'll tan her backside for her.
Jim.
That's direct disobedience and I won't tolerate it.
We all know how much she loves her dad, and if playing up is the only way she's going to get his attention, she'll do it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. All right, I promise I won't lose my temper with her. Not till I get her home.
Come on, you two. Just up and down the street. She won't be far away. Go.
Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you this evening.
Just can't keep away.
Ah, that'd be right.
But apart from that, I'm trying to find my family.
Oh. Oh, Jim. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. I'm looking for Lucy. She wouldn't happen to be here by any chance, would she?
Actually, yes, she is.
Well, I'm glad I found her, but didn't we agree that Lucy and Bradley should be kept apart?
Then why did you let her come here?
I didn't let her.
Oh, I see. She sneaked out, did she? I thought Bradley was the bad influence.
It won't happen again. Would you mind telling Lucy it's time to come home, please?
Okay. Don't take any notice of her. You know what she's like.
Yeah, I just have to remember not to take it out on Lucy. She's only giving me a hard time because she's having one herself.
Well, I think she's okay now. We had a bit of a chat today and she seems to have sorted it all out.
Oh, that's good news.
I don't believe this. It's her fault. Bradley wouldn't have done something like this without her.
Done what? What are you talking about?
Bradley and Lucy. They've run away.
What?
Here, read it for yourself.
Me and Lucy are going away for a while. How long does Bradley think a while is?
I've no idea. Look, all I know is that Bradley's out there somewhere. It's getting dark, and I want him home.
I wouldn't worry too much at this stage. They'll probably come back when they get hungry.
What if something happens to them first?
Well, if you're that worried about it, I'll call the police. Excuse me.
The police? Don't you think it's a bit soon for that? Well, not if you think something could have happened to them. Well, look, I think it was just the initial shock. It's probably just one of Bradley's bad jokes.
I doubt it. Lucy's been feeling fairly hard done by lately.
Well, why don't we wait for Des to get back from his mother's flat? He might know where they would have gone.
Maybe.
He'll be back any minute.
All right. But in the meantime, I'll get my family out looking.
Well, let me come with you.
No, I don't think that's a very good idea, given the circumstances.
Well, you'll let me know, won't you?
Yeah, sure. Don't worry, we'll find them.
Of course we will. They can't be too far away, Jim. We'll find them. Well, what would you care? It's your fault that it's happened. How do you work that out? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Lucy's run away because of you and Jim going out together, and Bradley wouldn't have gone without her.
Oh, come off it. Maybe you're right. If you are, I'm sorry. Well, what good does that do? None at all. So instead of standing here and arguing, I'm going out to have a look for them, okay?
You don't have to do that.
I want to.
Thanks.
Tell me that this is the same at your place, Madge. As soon as dinner's ready...
They're nowhere to be found.
Has a steamroller effect. Lucy was late, so I sent Scott and Nicky out to look for her.
And while they're looking, she's likely to come waltzing back in.
Yes, probably.
You can forget about dinner for a while. Lucy has run away.
What?
No, Bradley left a note. The two of them have gone off together.
A note? Did it say why?
Well, it didn't have to, really, did it? I mean, it's obviously Lucy's idea.
Well, have you called the police yet?
No, not yet. I will before it gets dark, but Andrea wanted to wait till Des got home. She felt Des might know about some special hiding place of Bradley's or something.
Oh, in the meantime, I'll round up Max and the boys. I'm sure they'll be happy to help look.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it, Madge.
And I thought Lucy had just forgotten the time.
Well, I'm going to look in the garage, all the obvious places. It's just possible she wants to be found.
What did the police say?
I haven't rung them yet.
Why not?
Well, I didn't want to send them on a wild goose chase. Well, they haven't been gone long.
What's the matter with you? You should have called them straight away.
Well, if you must know, I was trying to protect you. If the police get involved, the whole street will know that you're Bradley's father.
I don't care if the whole world knows, as long as those two kids are safe. Police?
Here's Jim now.
Oh, good.
Not a sign. I'm going to take the car and look a little further afield.
Well, what about calling Paul? He'll help.
I'd rather not. We've got enough people looking already.
No, we haven't. But if you don't feel up to phoning, I will.
Yo, Paul Robinson.
Hello, Paul, darling. It's Gran here. We need your help.
What's the matter?
Well, Lucy's run away with Bradley, would you believe? They've only been gone for a couple of hours, so there's no need to panic. And we thought you might help us find them.
Well, have you got any idea where they might have gone?
No, none at all. So any thoughts would be welcome.
All right, look, I'm outside the door now. I'll give you a ring as soon as I get back.
All right, thanks, darling. Bye.
Bye.
He wants to help.
Fine.
Oh, Jim, would you rather he didn't care?
Helen, Jim didn't mean that.
Of course I didn't. It's just that at the moment I'm feeling, well, you know how I'm feeling. I'll go now. I'll pop in and see Des on the way out. It's time we call the police.
Oh, I tried the park and the schoolyard and everywhere. I just don't know where else to look.
The creek.
I tried there.
Any luck?
Nothing yet. I don't want to put it off anymore. Could we call the police?
I already have. They'll be here in about 5 minutes.
Ah, good. You don't mind if I stay around till they get here because I want to talk to them. I know I might be panicking, but I feel much happier with them involved.
Andrea, why don't you make us some coffee or something?
All right.
I'll give you a hand.
Oh, Jim, do you really think Lucy ran away because of us?
I don't know, Zoe. It's possible.
Why don't you face up to it? Of course it's why she did.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, I do. And I also know that if it wasn't for your daughter, my son wouldn't be missing.
Andrea, cut it out.
Why should I? You have been complaining about Bradley ever since we've arrived here, blaming him for everything that you could. Well, this time it is not his fault, it's Lucy's. And don't you try to tell me that it isn't.
Andrea, I know you're upset, but so am I. Could we possibly save the accusations till later?
No! Oh, look, I'm sorry. Just ignore me, will you? Sometimes I can't stop myself. I just wish I knew where they were.
It's a good thing I found you guys when I did. If you were intending on spending the night in my car, you would have been pretty uncomfortable, wouldn't you?
It would have been all right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What are you doing?
Ring you home.
No, you can't. It's not fair.
Lucy, what isn't fair is not letting Dad know that you're all right. He's going to be worried sick about you.
He couldn't care less.
Okay, sit. Bradley, you too. I want to have a word with you both. Okay, what makes you think he doesn't care about you?
That's easy. He hits you and that means he doesn't care about you. And if he doesn't care about you, that means he doesn't care about me.
And what about you? Do you think your mother doesn't care about you?
Of course she does. I just ran away to look after Lucy.
I see. Well, you're wrong about one thing, Lucy. Dad does care about me.
Then why'd he hit you? Why'd he say all those awful things to you?
For the same reason that I said all those awful things to him. People do say things that they don't mean sometimes.
Well, I don't.
Oh, don't you? What about all those fights we had and you said you were never going to talk to me again?
That's different.
Is it? What about the time you said you hated me? Did you really mean that?
You know I didn't.
Exactly. Just the same as Dad didn't mean it when he said all those things to me. And as far as him hitting me, well, I probably deserved it for butting in where I shouldn't have.
So what are you going to do?
Bradley, that's a good question.
No, Max, we haven't heard anything. Bye. Oh, I should have seen all this coming. I knew Lucy was upset.
Oh, Helen, come on now. You can't blame yourself.
Then why do I feel so guilty?
Because you're her grandmother and you can't help it. It's inbuilt.
Oh, it's more than that. I should have been firmer with her. I know I should have.
Oh, who knows, Helen? If you'd done that, she might have run away earlier. The truth is the children are totally unpredictable. And it's no good beating ourselves over the head about the things we've done wrong.
Speaking from experience?
The problem with my two was that I never knew when to be gentle and when to be firm. Eventually, what I did was be far too hard on Charlene and too soft on Henry. Charlene adored Henry. When he started to have problems, she blamed them on me.
It must have hurt.
Not so much as her electing to stay with her father when the marriage ended.
Oh, Madge, you must miss her.
Very much. Oh, listen to me. I was trying to cheer you up, not burden you with my little problems.
Clive saw them down the street earlier, heading for the main road, but that was about an hour ago. Jim Robinson? No, there's no news here either, Nikki.
Please, Paul, please. I don't want to go home.
Haven't you just heard anything I've been trying to tell you? It's all right. You've got a reprieve. It's engaged.
Does that mean we can stay here? It's better than home. Yeah, I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Sorry, but home's where you belong. Look, no matter what you think of it here, it isn't home.
Oh.
Lucy.
Paul, please don't get mad.
Lucy, don't you remember how unhappy we all were when Scott ran away?
I suppose so.
Well, what you're doing is making everyone even more unhappy. Look, just because you're angry with Dad, that doesn't give you the right to upset Gran, does it? And what about Scott? What's he done to deserve all this?
Nothing.
And what about you, Bradley? You love your mum, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, why are you trying to hurt her?
I just ran away to look after Lucy. If I'd let her go by herself, she could have got murdered or bashed or cut up into little pieces.
All right, I get the picture. All the same, don't you think it was time that you let her know where you are?
Probably.
Just leaves you, Lucy.
All right.
Good girl. I'm proud of you.
Every time that rings, I go,
Jim Robinson?
Oh, Dad, it's Paul.
Oh, hello, Paul. I thought I might be the police.
Well, actually, it's better than that. I've got Lucy and Bradley here with me. They're okay.
Oh, that's terrific news. They're with Paul. Where were they? All right, look, I'll come and get them now.
Dad, actually, there's a couple of things I wouldn't mind sorting out with Lucy. So do you mind if I take them to dinner and bring them back straight after?
Do you think that's best?
Well, yeah, I do.
All right, will you bring them back when you're ready?
Okay, thanks, Dad. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
What a relief.
Oh, I still can't believe it. They're safe. Oh, I was imagining the most horrible things.
I think we all were.
Des, can you take me down there? I want to get him straight away.
Do you think that's a good idea? Bradley's not going to be very thrilled about being dragged out of Lassiter's.
Since when do you tell me how to deal with my son?
Someone has to.
He's right, Andrea. It won't hurt to let Paul bring him back. It'll only be about half an hour or so, all right?
I suppose so. Seeing as everybody else seems to know better than I do.
Then it's settled then. Guess I should call the police.
Oh, that's okay, I've done it. I was a bit embarrassed about all the fuss we'd caused, but apparently it happens all the time. The sergeant was very pleasant about it.
Yeah, I'm sure the police would rather it ends this way than any other.
Well, I still don't understand how you can treat children to dinner after what they've done.
Well, Paul has a lot of common sense, and if he thinks that's the right way to handle the situation, I'm prepared to trust him.
It's very interesting. I heard that you virtually threw Paul out of home.
Andrea?
I'm only saying what I've heard. As a matter of fact, I heard that you did more than just that. Care to enlighten me?
No, Andrea, I wouldn't.
I suppose they'll complain when they get this lot served up to them tomorrow.
Probably.
All I can think about is that I'm absolutely furious with Lucy. I felt sorry for her this morning, and now I could wring her little neck.
Oh, I know exactly how you feel. First of all, there's the worry about them, and then there's the relief when you find out they're all right, and then there's how dare they do this to me.
Yes, you've obviously been there.
Many times.
Tea or coffee?
Tea. I'll warm the cups.
Your favourite pasta?
Helen, when Lucy comes back, try not to be too hard on her.
What, do you mean don't punish her?
No, I don't mean that exactly, but try not to be too critical.
Am I usually?
No, of course you're not. It's just that looking back, I see a lot of similarities between Lucy and Charlene as a child. I can't help feeling that had I been more lenient with her, she might be here with me now.
Oh, I'm sure Charlene will see things your way, especially when she gets older and understands things better.
Maybe. Anyway, what am I worrying about? She's her father's responsibility now.
Yes, well, here's to parents. May they all survive.
Preferably in one piece.
Oh, you little ratbag! I could murder you for going off like that.
But I left you a note. I didn't just go without telling you.
Oh, and that's supposed to make it all right, is it? Oh, never mind. I'm just so glad you're home. But I'm warning you. Tess has got a few words to say about this one.
Can you fix it for me, Mum?
Not this time, kiddo. I can't thank you enough, Paul.
That's okay, I didn't do too much. Actually, it was the other way around. They found me.
I don't care how it happened, I'm just glad that it did. And by way of saying thanks, if you ever get sick of Lassiter's food, why don't you come over here for dinner one night?
Well, actually, the food at Lassiter's is too good to get sick of. But instead, how about I buy you lunch one day, Sam?
I'd like that, very much.
Okay. I've got to get Lucy back home. I'll see you later.
Okay. Thanks again, Paul. Bye. Right, mister. Time you faced the music.
Well, what do you got to say for yourself?
Hi.
Well, you're going to have to say a bit more than that.
Well, I only did it because of Lucy. I was trying to look after her.
Oh. No, I'm sorry. That's not good enough. You're just going to have to be, punished? You know that, don't you?
Des, don't you think he's been through enough as it is? Why don't we just all sleep on it?
No. He has to be taught a lesson. Don't you reckon, Bradley?
Yes, Dad.
Why did they come in? They've been sitting in that car for ages.
Doesn't matter. At least we know she's safe. Paul's looking after her.
You've changed your attitude, haven't you?
Well, I've had time to calm down. And if I'm perfectly honest, I suppose I was a bit hard on him in the first place.
A little. Anyway, I'm glad it's all resolved. I don't think I could cope with any more tension. Oh, would you feel more comfortable talking to them by yourself?
No. Safety in numbers. Hello, Lucy.
Hello.
Thanks for looking after her, mate.
Oh, it's okay. Dad, Gran, Lucy's got something she wants to tell you both. Go on.
I want Paul to come back home.
Hey, that's not what we'd agreed you'd say.
I don't care. All I promised was to say that I didn't mind about Dad and Zoe. And I was only going to say that because I wanted you back home.
I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to happen.
Go.
Paul, wait.
Look, Dad, I know you probably don't believe me, but I really didn't know she was going to say that.
But I do believe you. And there's another thing. I owe you an apology. I had no right to hit you.
I don't know. I reckon with all the things I said, I probably deserved it. I'm sorry, too.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
Well, listen, why don't you give Lucy what she wants and come home?
I wouldn't work.
Why not? We all want you here.
Yeah, but it's not just that, Dad. I just need a break from the family, that's all. I'll see you soon.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
You won't recognise Lawson when we're finished with it, Dad.
Oh, yeah? If I know what you and that mud pie will do, but solid plot plants, bit of black plastic.
Go and have a look. You'd think you were way out bush when there's a lake. I'm going to make it look like an outback waterhole.
So what's the big way out bush? It's true. You're going to throw in the dust and the flies as well?
Oh, Max, you should be really more receptive to what your family does.
Oh, I'm receptive, but...
Oh, Max, your grammar.
Look, leave me grammar out of it. I just don't know how Shane reckons he's going to manage being married without a proper job.
Look, the chauffeuring business will come good, and I got the landscaping in the meantime. I think I'm doing all right.
Yes. And you should be more encouraging to Shane instead of being so pessimistic about everything. Excuse me.
It's bad manners to read at the table, you know. Always got to eat in the paper these days.
It gives me something to do.
Hey? What's up with Danny? What's up with Danny?
He's been like that for days,
Yeah.
weeks.
What's selling all that dough? Chap restaurant supposed to cheer him up?
That'd be one of the worst disasters you ever perpetuated.
Eh? Yeah, I suppose.
Max, what he needs is an ego boost. Come on, just do it. Come on.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it a brew. Hard life growing up, anyway. Time you get to my age, you forget what it's like. Listen, when you leave school, get a new job, I mean, you're bound to grow up fast. I mean, of course you're not going to be into what the kids at school want to know. I mean, meantime, you'll make new friends. You and Scott will catch up with each other. I mean, look at Jim and me. I mean, I went off to an apprenticeship. We went to the university. Never saw each other for about 5 years. Great mates now, bud. Huh?
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Look, just remember, his family thinks a lot of you, mate. They're behind you all the way.
Clive, you seen my...
It's truth.
Shh. Must be meditating.
What for?
You know what Clive's like. Changes philosophies like he changes socks. Must be a new book he read.
Well, how are we supposed to make breakfast without waking him up?
Tiptoe.
That'll be Scott. We were going through our summer.
Close that door, quick!
G'day. All set?
Oh, sorry.
Clive Gibbons, you creep!
was a joke.
Oh, hysterical. They've got words for people like you.
I was just trying to get a bit of shut-eye. Not always that easy living here.
Oh, yeah? Well, it's not always that easy living with a raving lunatic either. Creep.
Anyone would think you'd never seen a person levitate before. Hey, what's that behind your ear? Oh, it looks like the housekeeping money for this
Oh,
week.
Clive, you can't afford that. I know how strapped you are.
Ah, well, I must admit the fortnightly cheque from Mike's parents wouldn't go astray.
There must be some reason it hasn't arrived. Just don't tell Mike. There's no point worrying him too.
I will ring his father later on and ask what's happening. Now, where did I put that incense?
Good morning.
Morning. Put things in the
Well, you could have made... Why don't you make some for me too?
Well, I made a full pot, but I drank it all.
Too much coffee is no good for you.
I'm nervous, Des.
What for?
Working with Paul, of course.
I hadn't thought of that. Must be pretty awkward working in the same place, in the same room with somebody whose life you just turned upside down.
It's his own illogical prejudices that have caused all the trouble.
I don't think Paul sees it that way. Maybe you should resign.
Oh, I offered, but he wouldn't accept it.
Well, then what are you worried about?
There's going to be an atmosphere, and I'm not sure if I can handle it.
Well, you've handled it pretty well so far.
What's that supposed to mean?
Stop burying your head in the sand. I mean, people aren't exactly jumping up and down with joy at the fact that you and Jim are going out together.
Well, it's none of their business.
Think it through, Zoe. God, I mean, of course it's their business. Paul's left home. Lucy's all upset. I just hope it's going to be worth it.
It is. Jim means a lot to me. And it's about time his family realises he's got a right to a life of his own.
Yeah, well, you better get the family on side, and that includes Paul.
No, I wouldn't waste too much sympathy on Paul. He's always telling me what a great survivor he is.
Morning, Governor. Hope you won't disturb your breakfast.
Oh, Shane, where did we go?
Hey. I heard what happened the other night, mate. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's time I left home anyway, eh?
By the sounds of it, there wasn't much else you could do.
Yeah, I just hope Dad knows what he's doing.
So he seems to cause trouble wherever she goes. Doesn't seem like your dad's type at all.
Nope.
Hey, there's something else that I can't work out. Why did you employ someone that's such a... Oh, I don't know, such a dense head?
Zoe happens to be a very good secretary. And shouldn't you be starting work?
Sound just like a boss.
Yeah, well, I better be getting to the office.
Short weeks mean early starts.
Hey.
Why don't you start without me?
I couldn't let you do that, mate. We're partners.
What's that got to do with it?
We've got to share everything equally.
Good, then it's your turn to push the barrow. Morning, ladies.
Come on, Shane. You know it's not good for my back.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you like a day off, Daphne? Mike and I could look after the shop if you like.
I would love a day off, but you two aren't wagging school to give it to me. Besides, I can't afford to pay you.
Yeah, well, I'm doing an article on this place for the school magazine.
Oh, good. Well, make sure you tell them what a great person the owner is.
And what a spunk the waiter is.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not fair.
What's wrong?
They're not going to renew my lease.
We're not doing that badly, are we?
The owners are selling, but the sale's conditional on the buyers getting vacant possession.
When does the lease run out?
In 2 weeks' time. I can't afford just to start all over again somewhere else.
I can't afford to be out of a job either.
Well, you mean that's it? All this work, all what you've done for nothing?
Yep. It's just about the size of it. Des, aren't I entitled to some compensation?
No, afraid not.
So you can slave away for months trying to build up a business only to have the whole thing pulled out from under you.
That's right. Now, did the agents say what the new owners were going to do with the building?
Going to renovate it.
Well, why don't you ask them if you can set up again after the renovation?
That's not a bad idea.
Could take a while though. It's going to cost a lot to store all the furniture, the equipment. And you won't be earning an income while you're doing it.
I can't just pack up my tea towels and walk away. Oh, it's just my luck. I've struggled all this time, and now that they're going to smarten the place up and attract more people to the building, I get the boot.
Well, why don't you at least talk to the agents about setting up after the building's been renovated?
Yeah, it's worth a shot, I guess. I'll give them a call. Thanks, Tess. At least you've given me some hope.
Yeah, well, we aim to please. Yeah.
How are things with Andrea?
Oh, good. She's agreed that we live separate lives, and I just look after Bradley financially.
I hear you've become somewhat of a disciplinarian.
Yeah, well, I'm not very good at that. Hurts me more than the little bloke.
Peaceful house at last, hmm?
With Zoe around, you're kidding.
I've heard all about that. I don't know. With Zoe, trouble seems to follow her wherever she goes. I wonder if she realises what a mess this has all become.
Well, I have enough trouble understanding women as it is, little Aunt Zoe. So, good luck.
See ya.
Oh, one more thing, Rosemary. Lassiter is thinking of selling out. Yeah, well, he hasn't named a figure yet, but I'm sure we'll get it at the right price. Yeah, we're going to be looking for somewhere to invest once we've sold the office block, aren't we? Sure. Okay. Well, I'll let you know as soon as there's something definite, okay? Bye.
You must really like that place.
All right?
Lassiter's. You live there, now you want to buy it.
Yeah, well, it's a good business proposition.
Can't be much fun living in a hotel.
It's not exactly a barrel of laughs living at home at the moment, either.
Well, you're overreacting, Paul. But surely your father's entitled to a life of his own.
He is, but that doesn't mean to say I have to agree with what he's doing with it.
Be practical. You can hardly afford to stay in a place like Lassiter's for very long.
Look, that is my problem. Now, you're not paid to be my financial advisor, so I'd suggest you get on with what you are being paid.
What did the estate agent say?
Nothing. The guy I have to speak to wasn't there. He's going to ring me back.
Oh, it's a pity you didn't have an option on the lease.
Yeah, I was a bit naive. However, won't happen next time. If there is one.
You know, you don't seem to have a great deal to store. If we split it up between all the garages in Ramsay Street, it wouldn't cost you anything.
Oh, I can just see the men agreeing to leave their precious cars in the streets for a few months.
Oh, it wouldn't hurt them. Anyway, I really don't see why you're so set on staying here anyway. There must be other shops in the area you could lease.
Where?
Well, there's that new shopping complex over at Jackson Terrace. You'd have to make a fortune there. The place is always packed.
And that's the reason there's a waiting list a mile long already. Apart from the fact that there must be a dozen food shops there. No, it's got to be here or nowhere. Just have to keep my fingers crossed the new owners will let me stay.
There it is. How's things? Danny pull his weight?
Oh, no problem. We'll be a bank manager soon.
Straight. Like a genius.
I was only joking. It'll take a few years yet.
Yeah. Suppose you won't have that problem with Bradley for a while.
No. I had a talk to him about getting an after-school job.
Oh, that's okay. Get him out in the middle of the day.
Yeah. He's turned into a pretty good kid now that he's settled down.
Oh, yeah. It's been a bit hard on you when you run off like that. Remember when Danny shot through with Scott? They were nearly growing up.
He won't be doing that for a while.
G'day, Dad.
Hey.
Hear about Daphne losing the coffee shop?
No. What's the guts of that?
No, they're not going to renew the lease.
It's true. She want to go?
No way.
Well, she should dig her toes in there.
She's trying to, but legally she doesn't stand a chance.
Good old Daph, eh? Shouldn't let them shove her around. I mean, them characters sitting up in their offices ordering people about. Daph's worth 10 of them any day.
Development can be a good thing.
Typical, isn't it, eh? I can just see you bulldozing people's homes down.
Well, it didn't seem to be a problem when they were expanding the car park next to the footy oval.
That's different. That's important. Cultural, see?
The building that the coffee shop is in is an eyesore. They're not going to demolish it, they're just going to do it up.
No, I reckon it could be a good thing for Ramsay Street. With that part's all run down, if they decide to renovate, building values will go up.
You reckon?
I hadn't thought about that, but Danny's right. That corner's always been a bit of a dump.
Yeah, might have a point there. Still, I reckon Daph ought to hold out for all she can get.
It's typical. It's just typical.
Estate agent?
I must be a moron. Stupid me simply asked why I can't renew my lease. Do you think they give me a straight answer, huh?
Take it easy, Daph. Your pupils are starting to dilate.
Some large corporation wants to modernise the building. Well, what does that mean? Can I stay? Do they want more money? It's typical.
150 over 90 and climbing.
It's not fair.
Come on, Daphne. It's not that bad. We'll work something out. Maybe it's not the worst thing that can happen anyway. Well, look, we're still getting married.
So?
Maybe you should be thinking about other things, like whether you're going to work or not.
Shane? I am a resourceful, independent woman. I've done my darndest to build up a small business, and I am proud of that fact.
Actually, Daphne, what I think Shane meant to say... Sorry.
Well, no one bothered to tell me we'd gone back to the Dark Ages.
I didn't say you couldn't work. What I was saying...
How do you propose to support me on your salary, I don't mean to be picky, Shane, but you're hardly what I'd call a consistent breadwinner.
Lots of families live on what I earn, Daphne. Anyway, you don't have to give up work completely. Just find something that doesn't take up so much time.
Fat chance. Look at the trouble I've got with this place. Besides, I've spoken to Des, and I know exactly what I'm going to do.
How come it always has to be what you want? We're getting married, Daphne. I don't have any say at all.
Not when you want to tie me to the kitchen sink, no.
Doing that pretty effectively without my help. How come you go running to Des with your problems all the time, I don't suppose you would have told me if I hadn't happened to come in here.
Oh, now you're being ridiculous. I am sick of the way you carry on every time I mention Des's name. You're demeaning yourself with this stupid jealousy. I went to Des because he's a businessman, and he's being a damn sight more useful than you're being.
Hey, you haven't finished your lunch?
I'll get the mop. Give the floor a good clean, eh?
Could probably do with one. Hi, Clive, back again?
Yeah, hang on a minute, mate. We need to have a talk.
What's up?
I rang your father this afternoon.
What did you do that for?
The checks your parents have been sending have stopped coming. It's been 2 weeks.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to worry you. I thought I could sort it out.
But you couldn't, right?
Mike, your father didn't know anything about the money. Your mother must have been sending it out of her housekeeping. Gets worse, I'm afraid. My phone call's blown it. He's not going to let your mother send any more money. He reckons at 17 you're old enough to support yourself.
I can just see him. He hit the roof, right?
Well, he wasn't exactly impressed.
Oh, he'll blame Mum and take it all out on her.
You can't keep protecting her, Mike. She's got to stand up for herself.
You don't know what he's like. What am I going to do about the money? I mean, I can't expect you two to keep paying my bills.
We can manage, for the time being.
Of course we can. We'll work it out.
You shouldn't have to.
Where's the boys?
In the living room.
Right, family conference.
Why? Who's done what now?
No one's done nothing to nobody. Just me and Danny had a talk this morning. I reckon I'll come up with some pretty good things. I want you to hear them. Come on, you and Shane. Turn that off, Danny. Shane! Shane! Oh, now, sit down, everybody. Sit down. Make yourselves comfy. Right? Right, now. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Thinking about this family. One thing sticks out like a shag on a rock. We all take each other too much for granted.
Oh, my family was exactly the same, especially
I'm not pointing
Charlene.
the finger at nobody. I'm just saying all of us,
Yes,
right?
but whenever I wanted to talk, Charlene assumed she was in trouble. What's all this about?
If you'll all stop butting in, I'll tell you. Right. Now. I think it's time we started being like a proper family to one another, you know? I mean, we're all running around busy keeping secrets from one another. We never know when the other's in strife, you know? I've been reading this Yankee mag, see? You know, talking about being more real to each other. About talking about how we feel, what's bothering us. Talk! Yeah, that's the go. Talking.
Yeah, too right, Dad. We've got to be more real with each other. Look, I've got to go see Daphne,
Right.
excuse me.
No, hang on. I haven't finished
No,
yet.
no, please, save it, Dad. Tell me later, please, please.
You see? That's just what I was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could kick myself sometimes when I think how dumb I am. You had your chance to marry Des.
I only went to Des because I knew he could tell me where I stood legally.
I know, and it was the perfectly logical thing to do.
There's another problem now. Mike's parents have refused to support him financially just when I need every penny I can lay my hands on.
And I really think you should give it in, Daphne. If you sell all the equipment, we can invest the money and be well on our way to getting a deposit for a house.
And what happens in the meantime? We're back to the same old problem with just one income between us. Shane, I have to have an income too. Now, if I can make any money out of this, it's going towards another shop.
So you get to work even more, and I get to see even less, eh?
That's not what I'm saying.
You know, a bloke could get a bit of a complex when his girl starts preferring the company of a cappuccino machines to his.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
But I mean what I said. I'm not turning my back on all of this. Coffee?
Cappuccino? Hey!
Charlene!
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Charlene! What on earth do you think you're doing?
I was trying to get in and he jumped me.
I was only out the back. Are you all right, Scott?
Yeah, terrific, thanks.
Sorry, Scott. You never did keep your guard up properly.
I just didn't recognise who you were, that's all.
Bet you would have had second thoughts if you had.
No need to boast about it. Your father ought to be ashamed of himself teaching a girl to box.
Well, Henry wasn't interested. Aren't you pleased to see me?
Of course I am. How did you get here?
I hit.
You what?
Old Charlie Smith gave me a lift down Logan's truck.
Old Charlie Smith is a no-hoper.
Well, he's not.
Of course he is. Every single one of his children's been in trouble with the police.
So?
Listen, I'd better go.
Oh, see you later.
Yeah, we'll try and shake hands next time.
Well, may as well do it now.
Sure.
Friends?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Scott. Stop that, young lady.
Perfectly normal for like boys, Mum.
Not like that, it isn't.
You haven't changed a bit, have you?
Neither of you, by the looks of things. First thing you're going to do is have a shower and get out of those clothes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ferguson. Yes, you too.
G'day, Clive. How's it going?
I'll tell you in a sec.
They make me so mad. So much for legal advice.
No luck, huh?
About like you care anyway.
Well, of course I do. Well, for one thing, I don't want it to muck up our wedding plans, Daphne. What did they say, huh?
Oh, they've got no business sense at all. They said when the lease expires, that's that. The owner doesn't have to renew it.
Well, what if you offer to pay more rent?
I've tried that. The agent's not interested.
They're selling the building, remember? They just want to kick everyone out.
Well, there's compensation then. Shop fittings, furniture,
Well, the
paint.
solicitor says that's my problem.
That stinks.
Exactly.
Oh, well, I guess then the only real way to do it is to prove to them how dumb they are to kick you out. Drag in new customers. Get you registered, pinging like a pinball machine. Shame them into it.
He's got a point.
The more customers, the more the building profits.
By Jove, I think she's got it.
Excuse me, I've got to get changed.
Doesn't she look beautiful when she's angry?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, you'll only laugh.
Oh, what?
Lenny Mitchell, thump.
For?
Well, I thought she was trying to break into the Ramsays.
Well, Lenny Mitchell's a girl.
Yeah, not much of one. Yeah, well, go on, laugh. Kick me when I'm down.
I've never met a girl that could fight before.
Yeah, I'll have to introduce you.
Don't be in too much of a hurry. Got enough problems as it is.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Well, it's nothing I can't handle. It's just that my parents aren't going to support me anymore.
Well, that's going to make it a bit tough.
Yeah. And Daphne's got enough problems as it is. I mean, the lease running out on this place. And I can't keep bludging off her all the time.
Yeah, well, if the shop does go, what are you going to do? You'll need another job, won't you?
Look, mate, I've just thought of something. Do you mind filling in for about an hour or so?
Why?
I want to go and see my parents.
Well, do you think that's such a good idea?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I've got to sort this out once and for all.
Good for you, son.
Oh, let me guess. Max coerced you into helping him move those drain pipes,
I
did he?
did not have a guess.
I know Max.
Who's walking up the bathroom, Charlie?
No, Charlie!
Oh, flaming heck. What's she doing here?
There's no need to adopt that tone of voice.
Bathroom's free if you want it, Uncle Max.
Got you. Shut up, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, haven't I?
G'day. How's things, Lenny?
There's no need to change a perfectly good name, Danny. Her name's Charlene.
But if you call me that, I'll flatten you.
Charlene, one brawl is enough for one day.
Oh, how'd you do, eh?
Scott Robinson?
Oh, Max, don't encourage her, please.
Lenny!
Charlene.
When'd you get here?
Sabo.
Yeah, and she's flattened Scott Robinson already.
Oh, Uncle Fred's still got you in training, has he?
Oh, he hasn't had much time lately.
Oh.
I don't know what you lot are grinning at. Fred ought to be shot. Look at you. No wonder Scott thought you were a boy.
So what?
So, how long you stopping, Lenny?
Charlene.
I don't know. Maybe forever.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I can't stay with Dad any longer, that's for sure.
Why not? You were perfectly happy to in the first place.
Because he's moved Susan into the house. She's expecting a baby, you know.
Don't you ever embarrass me like that again.
It's the truth.
There is a difference, Charlene, between telling the truth and being tactless. How do you think you made me feel in front of Max and the boys?
They would have found out sooner or later. I suppose they don't know about Henry either.
There are things it is better not to talk about.
I went to see him before I came here.
How is he?
It's a family secret.
I see. I went to see Henry myself. And then he said he didn't want to see me again.
Well, if you went on at him the way you do with me, it's no wonder. You never stop preaching long enough to listen.
If you're going to stay here, you're going to have to learn to hold your tongue.
You mean lie a lot about what's going on?
No, I do not. Charlene, there are ways to behave and ways not to behave. You're going to have to learn to conform.
And if I don't?
Then I'm going to have to speak to your father.
Do you want me here or not?
Of course I do. You're my daughter.
Yeah, but you don't like me very much, do you?
That's not true.
Don't lie, Mum. It just makes things worse. Hi, Scott. Where's Mike?
He's, gone out.
I can see that. Where's he gone?
Well, I guess he'll probably tell you when he gets back.
Scott?
He went to have it out with his father.
Not a good idea. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, drag the river.
He wants to do it on his own, mate.
Oh, I don't know.
He seemed to think he could handle it.
Difficult to know what to do when you've got children.
We'll just have to trust he'll be okay.
That been keeping you busy?
No, not really.
Maybe getting out's a good idea after all.
You know, for the first time in my life, I have the chance to make a bit of money. Not a fortune, but some. And if the developers won't let me earn it, then I'm just going to have to think of some other way.
What you need is a really good publicity campaign.
Yeah, I can help.
I don't know if I can afford it.
What about a contest of some kind? Obviously have to be around food. How about we get someone in to eat something really weird?
Like what?
Like a bike.
Eat
A bike?
There's a guy in France who ate a push bike. It took him 2 weeks.
To live or die.
Did that include tyres?
And the tubes. Just think. For 2 weeks, you could have this whole place stacked out with people watching someone devour a BMX.
Well, I'd rather have them eating my food, thank you.
Back to the drawing board?
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mike.
How have you been?
Oh, can't complain. Suppose you've come about the money.
I know you wouldn't have stopped sending it off your own bat.
I sent you all I could. Sorry, but there won't be any more.
I don't understand.
Well, it is your father's money, after all. When he found out I was still sending it to you, we had a talk.
Did he hit you?
Your father has a certain attitude to things, Mike. You know that. Anyway, the money's finished. You're on your own from now on.
I thought we'd planned that I was going to go to teachers' college. I mean, I've been living off the money that you've sent, and I've hardly got any left.
You just have to quit school and get yourself a full-time job then, won't you?
Mum, why are you doing this to me? I thought you loved me.
Of course I love you, Mike. I just can't send you any more money. Please, Mike, your father knows what he wants.
I was saving up to get you away from him, remember? You always said that you hated him.
Goodbye, Mike. I'm sorry.
Mum? Mum?
Oh, get out of it, Lenny.
You're going to sit and watch TV all night?
Charlene, leave Daddy alone.
She's not doing nothing.
Do you want to go out somewhere?
No.
Come on, this is my first night in the big city.
He said no.
Don't be such a spoil sport, Danny.
Will you take her then?
If I wanted to watch TV, I could have stayed in Coffs Harbour.
Take Lenny down to Daphne's.
Charlene.
And that's the local hangout.
Sounds great. Let's go.
It's manners to wait until you're asked, Charlene.
Yeah, go on. Where's your manners, Danny?
All right. Scott and Mike will be there, I guess.
We won't be long.
Thanks, Dad.
Sweet, isn't it? Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, Lenny's looking a lot like her old man, isn't she, eh?
Jeez, Dad.
Yes, and obviously she's been allowed to run wild.
Yeah, well, Fred probably had other things on his mind.
Same things as most men.
Lenny will be fine.
Charlene.
We'll be fine down there with Danny. I'm going down to pick Daphne up later. I'll check up on her then if you like.
Don't appreciate that at their age.
What makes you such an expert on raising children, Max?
I remember what it was like. You were spying on me even then.
Well, you weren't hard to spot with your bodgy haircut and your periwinkle picker shoes. I suppose even Lenny.
Charlene.
Charlene couldn't get into trouble with Daphne around. Could she?
Let's see. No bicycles, no baked beans, no bananas.
No chickens or no clams?
Definitely no donuts, eels, egg or frankfurters.
What about the great gherkin eating contest?
Oh.
Get you a good price on gherkins? Eh?
Everybody'd be green after the first half
I
dozen.
knew a bloke who ate nearly a kilo in a minute.
Clive, must we?
Okay, no gherkins. What about haggis? Get all the Scots in, eh? No? No? No. No.
Oh, well, if it isn't Tugboat Annie.
Hi, I'm Lenny Mitchell, Matt's daughter.
Clive Gibbons.
Daff, this is Lenny Mitchell, my cousin. Lenny, that's Daphne.
Hi. He always was a bit strange. What do you do, Clive?
I'm in entertainment.
We're trying to organise a food eating competition.
Yeah, we're working our way through the food alphabet.
Oh, Ace, what led you up to?
H.
Definitely no hamburgers.
Why not? You could knock off 20 or so in half an hour.
How about oysters?
Oh, and we skip meat pies too.
We're down to P.
Chips.
No, pancakes. They're cheap, small and delicious.
And orange juice.
Yeah.
You could call it the Great Australian Pancake and Orange Juice Competition.
No, that's a bit too long.
Sushi could have more appeal.
I am not eating raw fish.
Any more objections? Pancakes it is.
Sorry, I had to duck out for a while.
That's okay.
Mike, that's Lenny Mitchell.
Hi. How do things go?
Oh, fine. Everything's sorted out now, so there's nothing to worry about.
Mike, Shane's coming to pick me up in a few minutes. Why don't you come with us and we'll talk about it then?
There is nothing to talk about, okay?
Pigs, every one of them, and you're the worst offender.
Yeah.
I've become a slave ever since I moved into this house.
You don't like it. Why don't you move over then?
Oh, yes, you'd really like that, wouldn't you? Come on, get up.
It'll be a damn sight more peaceful.
I knew this family resented me.
Look, it's your constant whinging gets in my craw. If you don't like it, why don't you go home?
To what? Fred and his pregnant girlfriend?
You're always having a go at me and my kids, aren't you? Why don't you look at your own?
What's Charlene been saying?
Nothing. I got eyes in my head, haven't I? Look, Madge, why don't you go back to Coffs Harbour with Charlene? Get another place to live. To move in with Henry.
I can't.
Why not? They probably like their lives being made a misery.
Max, I have done everything humanly possible for my children.
You got problems with your olds?
Nothing I can't handle.
You still in school?
Yep.
I'm giving it a miss. Need to make my own way. Figure I can't stay at home forever.
So everyone keeps telling me.
I've almost got the details worked out.
Still including orange juice?
Sure, what we'll do is we give every customer a ticket for the final draw. We pull 2 tickets out of a hat, and the 2 lucky contestants and their partners will be in for the finale. What they've got to do is to make their own pancakes, squeeze their own juice, and then eat them. The ones who do it in the fastest time are the winners.
And where does the partner come in?
It's Clive's special method for squeezing oranges. I'll show you. Oh.
No.
Yeah?
No.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, hi, Shane.
Just showing Daphne how the orange trick works.
Yeah, I can see that.
We're holding a competition.
Who's the prize?
There's $100 for the best pancake.
And orange juice.
Yeah, well, let's attract more business.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
think we'll forget the oranges, kids. Let's just stick to the pancakes.
Yeah, we should make ourselves scarce.
Yeah, well, I'll walk you home if you like.
Oh, I was thinking about raging somewhere else.
Well, I've got to work in the morning.
Well, there's always Lassiter's. I suppose we could all go there.
Yeah.
Not me, I'm broke. You've got school in the morning, Scott.
Well, maybe some other time. Come on, Danny, just for a little while.
Are you coming, Mike?
No, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll tell Daphne.
Yep. I agree, it sounds like a good idea, but how come I feel left out of everything lately?
I'm not doing that to you.
We're all going.
Okay, thanks for everything, Clive.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'll bet it is.
Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess, you're jealous of Clive as well.
No, I'm not.
You said only a couple of hours ago that you trusted me.
It's just that one minute I think you and I are planning our whole life together, and the next minute I find out you're planning half it without me.
That's not what's worrying you.
No, you're right. You shouldn't have to be doing any of this. I should be.
Well, most women work these days.
Oh, I haven't got any quarrel with that. But it's just at the rate things are going, you'll be supporting me.
Shane, the coffee shop is the first thing I've actually ever had in my life, and I'm not about to let it go.
Well, I'm not asking you to.
And making a go of it really matters to me.
Why don't you ask me to help instead of Clive and Des?
You do help just by being around.
Sometimes wonder if this place is more important to you than what I am.
I love you, Shane.
And when are you going to marry me?
How about 2 months from now?
Fantastic.
Well, I'm packing it in for the night.
Aren't you at all bothered about where Danny and Charlene have got to?
No, I trust my son. Brought him up a perfect gentleman.
It's not Danny I'm worried about. Just wondering what Charlene's up to.
Why? I mean, I should think with all that starch and soap you give her, all the wrinkles will be well and truly ironed out by now.
Yes, well, you should have taught Danny that it's courteous to use the telephone to explain where he is.
He doesn't have to. I don't need to spoil him.
Charlene is far too young to be running around God knows where.
Where are you going now?
I can't just sit here doing nothing. I'm going out to look for them.
Madge, it's a big city, you know.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
Now, look, she's not going to come to any harm, is she? And you're going to look a right fool sitting up there waiting for him.
But it's different for boys.
Why? I mean, girls are entitled to have just as much fun as boys.
Not if they're going to gain a reputation.
It's true. No wonder she wanted to stay with Fred.
Yes, well, she's here now, isn't she?
Only because she's got nowhere else to go.
Well, you have, haven't you, Max?
Listen, you're only going to turn her against you, you know.
Max, I have always been strict with my children, but I have never been unfair.
Well, she won't see it that way.
Happy?
Over the moon.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Sure.
Everything okay?
Sure.
I could see things were pretty tight between you and Shane.
We've sorted that out. We're going to get married 2 months from now.
Well, that should put Shane's mind at rest.
Just hope I've got everything under control by then.
Well, you should know one way or another within the next month or so, shouldn't you?
It's not the coffee shop, it's Shane.
He seems okay.
Oh, don't get me wrong, he's one of the greatest guys I've ever met. It's just he's got this hang-up about how we're going to survive when we're married.
Well, that seems natural. The limo job isn't going so well.
It's not that. He's jealous of every guy I speak to. For heaven's sake, he was even jealous of you.
How stupid can you get?
That's what I reckon.
You sure you're doing the right thing, getting married?
Of course I am. Can't change my mind now. I'm committed. Now, it's been a long day. I'm off to bed.
Best of luck. With your wedding?
Oh, Auntie Madge, I'm glad you're up.
Oh, Shay, have you seen Danny and Charlene?
Daphne and I are getting married in 8 weeks.
Oh, Shane, that is good news. I suppose you're both very happy.
Oh, we are. Tell you the truth, Auntie Madge, I was beginning to think I wasn't going to come off there for a while.
Marry and haste, repent at leisure.
We had the best time, didn't we, Danny?
Sure.
Charlene, where have you been?
The Westerners dancing. Didn't you tell her?
I only just got home.
Do you realise what time it is?
It's 11:30, not 3 a.m.
Haven't you two ever heard of a telephone?
Oh, flame it! What's going on out here, eh? Eh? Now look, there was a time, once, when a man's flaming home was his castle,
I had
right?
every right to demand some respect from my daughter.
Yes, and I've got every right for some peace and quiet.
I wasn't doing anything.
You know what time you're supposed to be home.
Dad always lets me go out.
Oh, yes, but your father's hardly the ideal example, is he? Going and getting his secretary pregnant.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
I just don't want the same thing to happen to you, that's all.
Be real, Mum.
Real? Don't you adopt that tone with me, young lady.
Well, who are you to talk anyway?
I'm your mother, for one thing.
Oh, yeah, some mother you turned out to be. You all think she's terrific, don't you? Always on the side of what's right. Well, you're not so hot, are you?
Charlene, go into my room and we'll talk in there.
You just don't want anyone to find out what a rotten mother you are.
That's enough, Charlene!
No, it's not. We've had to put up with your moralising for years. You don't have any morals, let alone a conscience.
I told you to be quiet.
You know what she did to Henry? She put him in a jail, that's what she did. He's there now, rotting in prison. And it's all her fault, isn't it?